Ladies and gentlemen, let's turn our attention to the evolving style of America's First Lady, Melania Trump, whose fashion choices continue to captivate the world. In an era where every gesture speaks volumes, her wardrobe narrates a quiet story of elegance, intention, and subtle symbolism. On July 4, during the grand celebrations at the White House, Melania appeared effortlessly radiant in a crisp white Thom Browne shirt dress. This choice, refined yet simple, framed her as both serene and strong as she stood beside President Donald Trump for the signing of the One Big, Beautiful Bill. The white shirt dress, unbuttoned at the collar, spoke of casual grace. It was paired with her iconic Manolo Blahnik pumps, a staple in her fashion repertoire, highlighting her preference for timeless sophistication over fleeting trends. Thom Browne's designs have long held a special place in Melania's closet. The designer himself once spoke with admiration for the First Lady, stating in 2018 that dressing her was an honor he approached with respect. And it shows. Every stitch, every line of her attire carries a message of purpose and poise. The day before, on July 3, Melania graced the Children's National Hospital in Washington. Her outfit reflected warmth and seasonal charm, a Gabriela Hearst polka dot blouse paired with an ivory pencil skirt and finished with elegant Roger Vivier ballet flats. It was a look that balanced accessibility with high fashion, a gesture of comfort to those she visited. Her style is never static, always shifting subtly with the seasons and circumstances. Just last month, during a White House event, she turned heads in Dolce & Gabbana's peony print jacquard pants and pink suede Manolo Blahnik pumps. The vibrancy of the ensemble matched the festive atmosphere of the 2025 congressional picnic held on the South Lawn. Fashion critics and admirers alike compare her sartorial storytelling to that of legendary First Ladies like Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis and Michelle Obama. Like them, Melania uses her wardrobe as a mirror, reflecting her mood, values, and the cultural moment. Her second inaugural ensemble was no exception. On January 20, for the historic ceremony marking President Trump's second term, Melania stepped forward in a dark navy silk wool coat and skirt by Adam Lippies, softened by an ivory silk crepe blouse. The look was stately, understated, and steeped in meaning. Earlier this year, in April, Melania paid tribute at Pope Francis's funeral service with profound grace. She wore a double-breasted coat dress, a traditional veil, gloves, and black stilettos. A practicing Catholic herself, the First Lady of her faith since Jackie Kennedy, Melania's appearance blended tradition with modernity, humility with stature. But these choices are more than mere aesthetics. They reflect a woman aware of her platform and the weight of her presence on the world stage. They reveal a First Lady navigating the delicate balance between personal expression and public expectation. Summer's arrival has seen Melania gravitating toward lighter palettes and breezy fabrics. She embraces soft florals and timeless cuts, never straying far from her favored silhouettes that flatter without flaunting. Observers note that her post-modeling career as First Lady has redefined her personal brand. Gone are the glitzy red carpets of her past. In their place is a carefully curated image of quiet strength, familial devotion, and national representation. Each appearance seems carefully crafted for its moment. Whether walking the halls of the White House or standing at the Vatican, Melania Trump steps into the spotlight with a wardrobe that speaks before she does. But behind the high fashion labels and custom tailoring lies a woman. Projecting something deeper, composure in an often chaotic political world. She speaks little publicly, yet communicates volumes through her style. Her fashion narrative throughout her husband's second term appears to embrace simplicity over spectacle. In an era of partisan noise, Melania's wardrobe choices offer a calming contrast, whispering rather than shouting. It's worth noting how her choices resonate on a global stage. Designers like Thom Browne, Adam Lippies, Gabriela Hearst, Dolce & Gabbana, and Roger Vivier do not simply clothe the First Lady, they partner in crafting a visual diplomacy that reaches beyond words. And this dialogue between fashion and public service echoes through history. Just as Jackie Kennedy's pillbox hats symbolized a new generation and Michelle Obama's sleeveless dresses symbolized modern confidence, Melania's clean lines and neutral tones signal restraint and elegance. Though criticism has occasionally followed her, as it does every public figure, her consistency in taste, silhouette, and message has earned her recognition as a modern style icon. Whether praised or critiqued, her influence remains undeniable. Throughout these pivotal months, as President Trump champions his legislative agenda, Melania remains an emblem of quiet solidarity beside him, letting her presence and her wardrobe reinforce her support. But it's not all political theater. At children's hospitals, state picnics, and cultural events, her fashion lightens, allowing a softer, more relatable Melania to emerge, the mother, the advocate, the woman behind the role. In her rare interviews, she's spoken of fashion as a form of personal language. Not vanity, but intentionality. A reminder that style is a way to frame how the world sees you, especially when you choose silence over soundbites. As summer stretches on, one can expect more of these carefully chosen looks, timeless dresses, elegant tailoring, subtle color palettes. No trends for trend's sake. Only what aligns with the moment and the message. Her footwear remains consistent, stilettos when formality calls, ballet flats when compassion leads. Both chosen with the same discernment that marks her overall style. Melania's evolution from model to first lady reflects a journey of transformation. The flash of magazine covers has been replaced by the gravitas of state dinners and international summits. Yet, the core of her elegance remains. Her fashion decisions ripple across social media, style blogs, and political commentary alike. Every hemline, neckline, and accessory is analyzed for deeper meaning, and perhaps rightly so, for fashion at her level is never accidental. And yet, despite the scrutiny, she remains something of an enigma. She lets her clothing tell the story, while she herself keeps the deeper narrative close to the chest. In the months ahead, as the Trump administration pushes forward, the world will continue to watch not only what policies are made, but what the First Lady wears while history unfolds. One thing is certain, Melania Trump's wardrobe will continue to bridge the personal and the political, the fashionable and the timeless. In a polarized world, her fashion has become a rare space of elegance without noise, of meaning without confrontation. Perhaps that is the quiet power she wields best, reminding us that sometimes, less truly is more. Certainly, here is the modified version again in the form of a speech, extended to over 50 paragraphs without counting them. Today, we turn our gaze toward the White House, not for politics alone, but for the enduring power of style. On this 4th of July, a symbol of American independence and pride, First Lady Melania Trump stepped forth in a look that spoke volumes without a single word. Wearing a crisp white Thom Browne shirt dress, she embodied simplicity and grace during the nation's most symbolic holiday. Her dress, featuring an open collar and classic tailoring, reflected a mood of relaxed elegance perfectly suited for the summer celebration. And on her feet, once again, her signature Manolo Blahnik pumps completed the ensemble, a reminder of her enduring fashion consistency. Thom Browne, the American designer celebrated for his minimalist yet powerful designs, remains one of Melania's favored labels. In fact, back in 2018, during Donald Trump's first term, Browne publicly acknowledged his admiration for the First Lady, calling dressing her a matter of respect. This ongoing collaboration speaks to Melania's appreciation for designers who align with her own understated aesthetic. But the 4th of July wasn't the only recent example of Melania's deliberate fashion choices. The day before, on July 3, she brought compassion and warmth to the Children's National Hospital. Wearing a Gabriela Hearst polka dot blouse and an ivory pencil skirt, she paired the outfit with Roger Vivier ballet flats, blending formality with comfort. The polka dots, playful yet refined, softened her presence in a space where empathy mattered more than elegance. Melania's wardrobe is more than fabric and thread, it is a carefully curated message of quiet strength and intention. Just last month, during the 2025 congressional picnic on the White House South Lawn, Melania embraced a fresh summer look. She wore Dolce and Gabbana peony print cotton jacquard pants, their floral pattern bringing softness to a political gathering. Completing the outfit, pink suede Manolo Blahnik pumps added a feminine flourish without overpowering the event's lighthearted tone. Like the great first ladies before her, Melania's fashion choices have become part of the national conversation. She follows in the footsteps of icons like Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis and Michelle Obama, women whose wardrobes reflected cultural moments as much as personal style. And yet, Melania's approach feels uniquely her own. Less about making statements, more about creating moods. Earlier this year, on January 20, during her husband's second inauguration, Melania wore a dark navy silk wool coat and skirt. This look, paired with an ivory silk crepe blouse by Adam Lippies, reflected dignity and quiet resilience at a moment of national significance. Gone were the bold colors and patterns of campaign seasons past, replaced by shades of solemnity and poise. And who could forget April, when the world bid farewell to Pope Francis? Melania, herself a devout Catholic and the first practicing Catholic First Lady since Jackie Kennedy, chose tradition and reverence. She wore a double-breasted coat dress, a black veil, gloves, and stilettos, an homage to centuries of Catholic tradition and global respect. These wardrobe choices are more than surface-level decisions. They reflect Melania's understanding of the weight of her role, her place in history, and her responsibilities as a global figure. Her style is not reactive to headlines but guided by timeless principles of elegance, respect, and appropriateness. As summer deepens, so too does her palette: light, airy fabrics, soft florals, muted neutrals that reflect the season's calm. Yet there is always a common thread: restraint, refinement, and subtle sophistication. Observers often note that Melania's fashion evolution mirrors her personal journey from supermodel to stateswoman. Once gracing magazine covers and fashion runways, she now moves with quiet authority across hospital wards, diplomatic receptions, and the world stage. Gone are the days of fashion for fashion's sake. Today, each outfit serves a purpose: to soften, to console, to celebrate, or to elevate. The press watches. Fashion critics dissect. Supporters admire. Critics speculate. But Melania remains unchanged by their noise, letting her garments speak louder than commentary. And while she rarely offers public statements on her wardrobe, the message is clear. She is a first lady of timeless elegance, not passing trends. This is why designers like Thom Browne, Adam Lippies, and Gabriela Hearst are drawn to her. She doesn't chase attention, she embodies it. Through this understated style, she carves out space in an administration dominated by bold personalities and louder voices. She creates balance where imbalance looms, calm amid chaos. As the Trump administration advances its policies, Melania charts her own quiet course alongside. Her fashion choices offer a subtle form of diplomacy, bridging cultures, traditions, and values. And in a political landscape often defined by division, her wardrobe offers a rare moment of unity, elegance appreciated across party lines. Her critics may call her distant, her admirers call her dignified. But both sides agree, she commands the room without raising her voice. As we look ahead to the remaining years of this term, Melania's style will likely continue its quiet evolution. No drastic shifts, no headline-grabbing risks, just steady refinement. From the steps of the Capitol to the Vatican, from hospital rooms to the White House lawn, her fashion will follow her journey. And perhaps that's what makes her style so powerful: its refusal to conform to the moment, choosing instead to transcend it. Melania Trump's wardrobe does not beg for applause, nor recoil from criticism. It simply exists as an extension of who she is: graceful, composed, and enigmatic. In a world addicted to instant reactions and fleeting trends, her timeless choices remind us of the enduring power of simplicity. Her clothing choices, at their core, reflect what America itself aspires to be: confident, dignified, and quietly strong. And so, whether she stands in the shadow of the Lincoln Memorial or among the roses of the South Lawn, Melania Trump continues to dress not for the day, but for history. Her legacy, like her style, is still unfolding.